What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Not Out channel. Welcome to another top 10 video. Yes, we're doing another top 10 video. A little different than my usual top 10s. No, I'm not running out of ideas. I'm just... Anyway, we're gonna jump to the video. You guys have seen the title. Top 10 most fan service characters in the Dynasty Warriors series. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, when you see the list, especially towards the top 5, you'll get a good idea of what's going on here. Now, starting off, we've always got an honorable mention. I couldn't really think of anybody else, but I think he would be a good fit for a fan service character, and that's going to be Mr. Guo Jia, just because of his like smooth porcelain skin, and he's just like made out to be this really handsome guy within the Dynasty Warriors series. He's got like your typical anime main character kind of look, so he's definitely a character that I could see people swooning over. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Not much of an analysis here. I'm just looking at the character or who they are, what they represent within the games, and yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into the list. Top 10 most characters that, you know, give us fan service. Alright, let's fucking do this. Alright, starting off at number 10, still starting off with the meat-slinging people, we've got Mr. Zhou Yu. We can't include a list without one of the most handsome men from the game. I mean, his nickname was literally Handsome, or like he was always told that he was handsome during his time, so the handsome Zhou Yu is obviously going to be on the list. I don't know if he's fan service for you girls, or guys, you know, whoever, you know, whatever, but I know he's handsome, and I know he deserves to be on this list, because just like Guo Jia, he's got the porcelain skin, he looks really nice, slick back hair, he's always looked good in the games, and he's the handsome Zhou Yu. How could the handsome Zhou Yu not be on this list? Again, it gets really good at like top 5. Top 5 is like the real list, but we got the people in here. Alright, next up, coming in at number 9, we have the leader of the pretty boys, poster boy of the game, we've got Zhao Yun. So Zhao Yun coming in at number 9 is a solid choice for me. I think he gives some fan service with how good he's looking in the game. Not only in terms of his good looks, but giving us awesome openings and cutscenes and just being somebody you want to fan over, and he's just a good candidate for the list. Not the highest ranking male for the list. I think there's one character who's just a little bit higher than him, and I had to go back and revisit my list after some new information was brought on to me, but I think he's a good choice on the list. I think he's higher than Zhou Yu. I think he's higher than Guo Jia. That's pretty much it. That's all I got for Zhao Yun. I mean, there's not much else to him. I mean, he always looks great in the game. He's always got the grandiose of openings, and all the girls go crazy. So Zhao Yun, I think, is a great choice here for number 9. Let's go ahead and move on to number 8. Now, coming in at number 8, he originally wasn't on my list. I didn't even really think about the character being a thirst trap, but since I've conspired with a few people and they tend to think otherwise, and some of the artwork that is displayed for this character, he made the list, and that is going to be Mr. Fa Zhang, the most notorious, nefarious character from the Shu Kingdom, and apparently he's got a sexy side to him as well, and that's why he's going to break my list at number 8 and be the number 1 male fan service character from the game. He's just a walking dehydrator at this point. Absolutely a big time thirst trap. I can kind of see the appeal, mainly in his artwork, not in the games themselves. He'd definitely be your 50 Shades type of gray person. Anyway, before we dive too much into this weird rabbit hole, I'm going to end it here with Fa Zhang at number 8. The next 7 are going to be all women. They're kind of like the actual list for me. And let's go ahead and jump right into them. Now, starting up at number 7, she might not be the most popular or favorited character, but she does have her moments of fan service from Dynasty Warriors 8, and that's going to be Bao Santiang. And I would say also in Dynasty Warriors 7 too, for some reason, they just, her Musou attack, they want it, yeah, you know, yep, there it is for you guys, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I mean, I guess she was added for that. I'm sure there's some people that don't mind the way Bao Santiang looks. I don't think the problem with her inclusion comes from her looks. I'm 100% sure it's other things. But in terms of fan service, that's what we're talking about here. I think they really did Bao Santiang well in Dynasty Warriors 7 and 8. They give the people what they want, I guess. And that's why she's here on number 7. Because in Dynasty Warriors 9, they kind of don't do that for her, which is fine. I think it's a great look for her in Dynasty Warriors 9. I don't mind it at all. But Dynasty Warriors 7 and 8, they were definitely pushing the, yeah, she's not that important, but hey, she looks great. Anyway, let's move on to the next number. Alright, next up coming in at number 6, similar to the last number, she got a downgrade in Dynasty Warriors 9, but come on, you can't tell me that Zhang Chunhua, Mommy MILF Zhang Chunhua is not a fan service character. She looks great in Dynasty Warriors 8. Not only does she have the badass attitude, but I mean, look at her. She looks freaking amazing. I mean, she's got, yeah. Anyway, Zhang Chunhua, she's going to take the list here. I think she looks super stunning in Dynasty Warriors 8. Dynasty Warriors 9, she goes down, although they do well with her artwork in Dynasty Warriors 9. Definitely didn't reduce anything or anything of that nature. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Zhang Chunhua, Mommy MILF herself, she looks great in Dynasty Warriors 8. The artwork that they give her is also really good. I think 100% she belongs on this list. Definitely a fan service character. And I'm sure people are a fan of her personality too. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the top 5. Oh, yeah. Alright, next up coming in at number 5. Honestly, she's probably the origin of like fan service for this game, in my opinion. Or maybe she might be second. Anyway, number 5 is going to be Zenji. Zenji 100% is a fan service character. Now, in some games, I think they reduce the amount of fan service she has. She never loses it, but they reduce it. You know what I mean? Like in Dynasty Warriors 6, I think they do probably the best job with her. In the earlier games, I would say, hang on, let me take a look at her. We'll open. Okay, so for the earlier games, oh wow, that actually did really well with her. In the earlier games, she actually looks really good too. But you can't really tell because maybe because the games are just old. But yeah, she's definitely a fan service character. I'm looking at her photos now, and yeah, even in Dynasty Warriors, not like the artwork, they do such a good job with the artwork. They really make sure they're serving the fans with the artwork. So Zenji looks really good in most of the games. Dynasty Warriors 4 was okay. Dynasty Warriors, what was 5? Dynasty Warriors 4 and 5 was okay. Dynasty Warriors 3 was actually not that bad if I go back and look at it again. Yeah, she looks good, Dynasty Warriors 3. Really fan servicery, but again, because maybe of the resolution back then, it was hard to see. I think Dynasty Warriors 4 and 5, you can still see it, but I think those are the reductions for her. But in the later game, she gets plenty of fan service. I mean, they are definitely there. Anyway, Zenji, the beautiful Ice Queen herself, she definitely belongs on this list. Similar to Zhang Chunhua, she's got a great personality. And on top of that, she looks amazing. I mean, who can argue with Zenji being on this list, right? Top 5, Zenji. Let's go move on to number 4. Oh, yeah. Alright, next up coming in at number 4, I think it's more appropriate for me to say that this is the origin of fan service within this game, and that's going to be Diao Chan. So, Diao Chan's interesting. Pre-Dynasty Warriors 6, I think Diao Chan was not a fan service character, right? I think Zenji was a little bit more fan service than Diao Chan. However, after Dynasty Warriors 6, they take Diao Chan and they make sure they, again, serve the fans. Dynasty Warriors 6, 7, 8, and even Dynasty Warriors 9, I would say, really serving the fans with making sure that we know that Diao Chan is one of the 4 beauties of China. That's the best way I can put it, because she looks absolutely amazing in Dynasty Warriors 6. Even in Dynasty Warriors 7, definitely looks really good. And of course, in Dynasty Warriors 8, they explode to the next level. I mean, fan service out the wazoo with this character. And it makes sense. But I would say pre-Dynasty Warriors 6, when she had her maces, she wasn't much of a fan service character. You know what I mean? But the reason I put her up here above Zenji, because I think she would be the origin of fan service. And I think her post-Dynasty Warriors, Dynasty Warriors 6, 7, 8 outfits are, in my opinion, better than Zenji. They definitely serve the fans more. What the fuck am I making here? Anyway, number 4, Diao Chan, can't be argued, I don't think. I think most people could look at her and be like, yeah, she looks great. And I think that's why she's going to be here at number 4. But the top 3, I think, are a little bit more consistent. You'll see what I mean when we get to them. Let's start off with number 3. Oh, yeah. Alright, next up coming at number 3, we have the Queen of the South, Miss Zhu Rong. So from her initiation into the game, I'm talking all the way back in Dynasty Warriors 3, they went fan service right away. Again, similar to Zenji, the pixelation and resolution of the game was like garbage, but she still was serving the fans back then. And then of course in Dynasty Warriors 4, 5, and then the later iterations 7, 8, and 9, I mean, this character is absolutely stunning. Her artwork is beautiful. You know, being a non-mon character, you know, being part of a tribe, it makes sense that she is a little bit more of service than the other characters. You know, they don't have traditional clothing and things of that nature, so she, I would say, is a little bit more lackadaisical in her character when it comes to that, which in turn makes her a more fan service character. When it comes to fan service, Yu Rong does not disappoint. I'm sure a lot of you guys can agree with that. You know, non-mon don't really give a crap about traditions. They're just there to live the life that they want to live, and you know what? I can only respect them for that. So, starting with the bronze medal, I think Yu Rong is a great choice, one of the most easily recognizable fan service characters, and yeah. Let's move on to number 2.
Oh yeah.
Alright, next up coming in number 2, one of my favorite female characters from the game in terms of look, because, well, we're on this list anyway. Anyway, Wang Yuanji coming in at number 2 for me when she was, again, introduced into the game. Like Yu Rong, she was a instant fan service character. There was no doubt about it. It was very evident from the get-go that she was a, oh, got it. She's okay. Wow, she looks great. Okay, got it. Not Dynasty Warriors 7, they came out swinging. I would say similar to like Zhang Junhua and some of the other characters that got nerfed in Dynasty Warriors 9 with their fan service. It's definitely there for Wang Yuanji in Dynasty Warriors 9, but obviously a little bit reduced, I would say, in that game. Dynasty Warriors 8, they keep it going. And then, again, her artwork for this game is also really, really good. I mean, I can't not put her up this high. She's one of the best looking female characters to me. She honestly looks the best for me. Like, I think she's the best looking female character in the game. That hasn't changed since I made that video a while back. I think the only person that would have her beat is like Dynasty Warriors 8 Diao Chan. But overall, I would say Wang Yuanji, I think, for me, takes that crown. Alright? For me. And that's why she's here at number 2 for me, taking the silver medal. Dynasty Warriors 7, 8. It was all about serving the fans, and that's why she's going to be here for number 2.
Oh yeah.
Alright, next up coming in at number 1, it should be no surprise that she's up here at number 1, and it's going to be, again, Mommy Milkers herself, number 1, Leon Shur. I mean, you cannot get more fan service than Leon Shur. Leon Shur is a walking fan service. I mean, what else does she do? Yes, she's got the Mandarin duck hooks and the crossbow. But come on, man, we're not playing her to... Okay, you know what? Let me just... Number 1 fan service character. I think Sun Chuan would agree with me in saying that there are 2 big reasons why Leon Shur is number 1 here on my list. She's 100% the number 1 most fan service character within the game. And I think even in Dynasty Warriors 9, let me take a look at her. I think in Dynasty Warriors 9 she doesn't even get reduced, I don't think. No, she does not. In Dynasty Warriors 9, they still, I mean, it's kind of reduced a little bit, but she still looks great. The fan service are still kicking strong. And then similar to everybody else, I think they do really well with her artwork. But honestly, I think her in-game looks is on par with their artwork. Like the other characters, their artwork is like better than the way they look. Like it's just the way they look. But with Leon Shur's case, she looks just as good in-game as she does within her artwork. Dynasty Warriors 7, similar to Wang Yuanji. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, what are we gonna do? I mean, it's right there, right? So nothing we can do about it. Dynasty Warriors 8. I think they reduced it a little bit, but even still, it's like, damn. All right. Anyway, let me stop talking before this video gets demonetized. YouTube, don't hate me. We're just talking about fan service. We're not talking about anything crazy, you know. It's just how the developers take care of the fans that they serve. That is all I'm talking about in this video. Ain't nothing crazy. We're just chilling. And at the end of it all, this character, Leon Shur, and I'm sure you guys can agree, if you guys are watching, Leon Shur is number 1. That's all I'm saying, YouTube. Nothing crazy about this at all. We're just having a conversation about how the developers take care of us as fans. And that's all I have to say about the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. No, I'm not running out of ideas. I'm kind of running out of ideas. And yeah, it's a little different from the top 10s I make, but you know, I love the game and I want to just keep making videos on it. So whatever comes into my mind, I'm just gonna go ahead and make it. If you guys have any ideas, I'm open to them. I'll write them down, I'll get them done. We'll keep on moving forward. Hope you guys are enjoying my top 10s and all the videos that I make. Any suggestion at all, even if it's not a top 10, if it's a who would win, or if it's a different series, or whatever it may be, whatever you guys have in mind, or you guys want to see Dynasty Warriors related, let me know. I'll write it down if it's good, and we'll go from there. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, everyone.